appreciate that some of the board members acknowledge that they take what we say as a community members to heart. Unfortunately, no. I had a lot of difficulty hearing the other speakers. Can you hear me now? Okay, I'll try and speak louder. So I appreciate basically that some of you pay attention. One of the board members has said to a companion of mine that he doesn't care about what we think. I want you guys to know that just like I as a nurse, when I take care of a patient, it's a bit of a sacred trust. When parents allow their children to come to Goshen Community Schools, it's a bit of a sacred trust that you're going to not indoctrinate our kids, but that you're going to teach them reading, writing, arithmetic. And we've talked about the scores being very low. We've talked about the fact that your goal is to eliminate the current testing and go national with the testing so that the scores look better. Indeed, to become a global sought-after school system. However, I think parents are leaving the school system. I think you should be concerned about that. I think you should also be concerned when you don't listen to us, because we will take action. As voters, and partisan doesn't matter. It's what you listen to and how you respond. We appreciate that sometimes you listen. But in this case, we think that over $9 million has been received recently, and that is why the mask mandate came back, and you knew it last spring, and you lied to the parents over the summer, and then you brought it back for K through 6. Why not 9 through 12? Because they have vaccinations? Not sure. But what I do know is that you're not being forthright and honest. What I do know is that there's a bigger agenda here than what you guys are about. And I'm curious how much research you have done. Recently, my husband went to a county commissioners meeting, and they voted on something, and they didn't know what they had voted for. Please don't be like that kind of council. Please be a board that knows what they're voting for, knows what the money's being spent. With the average income of $18,000 in Goshen, we cannot keep building at the rate that we're building. We cannot keep increasing taxes the way that we're increasing taxes. There's lots of issues here, and I really appreciate that you let us speak. I appreciate that you will listen. I trust that you will listen, because you work for us, and you do not work for the superintendent. You work for us and for our children, and I thank you very much for remembering that and for taking everything into consideration that we're trying to educate you about in case you don't know. It's things that we've researched and looked up. If we can find it, you guys can find it. And I know you might be thinking you're altruistic by thinking we're taking care of our kids' emotional needs. Hey, I had teachers back in the 1970s that took care, and 80s, that took care of my emotional needs, but I was not indoctrinated. I was not data collected on me and given to the federal government. I was not, thank you. I was not a lot of those things. So thank you for being careful with our children.
Ava Carpenter.
Hi, my name is Eva. My children already had COVID. They don't need a mask. Students are not at risk of dying from COVID. Parents need to decide if their children wear a mask, not the school board meeting. Parents, we need to decide. Historically, it was always the decision of the parents how to take care of our children and not the school board meeting. Do you get it? Do you understand that? Parents take care of my children. Parents take care of the kids. Not the school board meeting. Not the school board meeting. It's your decision, parents. You don't know anything about children or their health. Masks only hurt. They do not, masks, they do not help. I see kids, they pull it down and put it up and down. the mask. They put it up and down. And when you don't see them, they put it down. That's crazy. I see kids like that. Masks don't help at all. Thank you, parents. Take care of your kids.